All right, folks, welcome back to another War of Rights. We are doing the third person thing today, and we happen to be on smokestacks, as you can probably tell from, the background. But anyways, we are just getting on here. The first point of contention. Whoa, there's somebody sneaking. All right, it's an arty guy. We are actually looking at the graveyard. So that's coming our way. We actually just got off a 320-man round on Pry Forward where the Union eked out a victory in the last minute there. So that was pretty well done. And now I guess we've changed modes and we are on contention. That's pretty much that. So we see where the one group is coming from. That's the Union arty. That means that the CSA arty is over, or no, we looked at CSA arty. That means that the Union arty is over here. And there they are doing their thing. So we'll see. They do have very good sight lines on one another, having done a little bit of arty on both sides here in contention. It's it can feel like a lot of times there's nothing to shoot at, so you just end up doing countermet. But I can tell you with that point there, it's good. Both batteries, I think, can work their way to angles on that flag pretty easily. It's 2 out of 6 though, right? And the one back there is pretty hard to grab. It looks like the Union's gonna win the foot race to get to the first point. And as far as points go, this thing, if you can get in there, it can be very difficult to take back. You would think that arty might be able to do something to help you, but I wonder. Well, the CSA looks like they're full sending into it. If those other Union groups have too much mud on their boots, they actually might not be able to get here in time. The CSA might actually be able to overwhelm the defenders. They look like they're going to where the defenders aren't, and so they're going to try to hit over here, and then force the defenders to either move instead of shoot and then get killed when they get here. That was an amazing phase through the wall there. That doesn't quite look right. But anyways, they're just going to run up and around. They may end up wiping the Union here, and we will see though. That is a mess. I don't know why the Union are stopping there. Or why some of the Union were stopping there. And the CSA's got to get that flag up. Man, that Union group back there, the CSA looks like they're here. The Union, I'm not so sure about, and the CSA looks like they're more than happy. What are you doing standing there? You should know better. Yep, you lost the flag.
It's time to go beast mode.
Finish him up. Get everyone over here. Fall back.
And that is going to be the end of that. I mean, if you lose that, it's hard to see how many other points you're going to be able to get. Yeah, you got the second group in here that is... I think it's too late because you got 4 CSA flags in there. Against, at most, 2. I don't know why that group is not joining the other one, but odd things happen in War of Rights. And I feel like arty there was just like, well, I want kills. It doesn't really matter which side.
Keep it up, CSA. We got it.
Yeah. Oh, and the Union was almost able to get that flag out somehow, some way. And that was just an atrociously bad performance by the Union.
No.
They had the first group in here, They had 2 other groups that were close enough by. There was a 4th group that I guess was just, I don't know. They took the scenic route here, and they will lose this first point of contention. As you can see, it's a square with hard cover surrounded by open ground. So the Union will have to try to console themselves with camping CSA already. It's little consolation. The amount of tickets you're going to lose by this morale stage is way more than you're going to take. But, you know, the CSA folks, they will harm their team here by consistently respawning. I'm not sure why would the Union in the artillery, the CSA are able to spawn at all. Maybe that needs to be opened up a little bit to just make it harder for basically friendly arty to throw for the whole team. I don't think it matters as much in contention. And it may not even matter as much with just the way that they've changed the tickets per death, which I think was a huge mistake because it ends up incentivizing or it ends up reducing the effect of dying in formation, which is kind of the whole point of the game. If it's about holding territory, then that's a different issue. Then the formation system doesn't seem to matter as much, but you can just use the flag system and the morale system, which honestly, I think the flagpoles ruin the landscape, and I think it should just be a cap zone like they've done on every other point of contention. The flags look great. Keep them in the game, keep them doing what they're doing, but you know, people talk about immersion. This crushes immersion right here. So anyways, there's that. But yeah, the CSA can come out here like this.
They'll be, if you press T, guys, get your compass out, they'll likely come from the north. We're going to take them.
That's probably the arty officer. I think the best thing you can do is the Union. There is a way to scrape by on this, which is that 4 out of the 6 other points you are likely to win the foot race to. And one of the downsides, if you're the CSA, I would not let the CSA walk out like this. I would have gotten behind this defilade here. Well, it is far too late now to do anything about that. But the Union was wiped, and they lost most, if not all, their flags. What is that? 1, 2, 3 flags. So for all intents and purposes, they're beat. And I guess this CSA group has someone in their sights.
I'd rather we just... You'll never wipe... Yeah, everything northwest is going to be enemy. That one, I honestly could not tell you which position is the arty position. Okay.
That was Union arty. Still is Union arty. Yeah, but letting the CSA come out, right? Because I don't remember if I finished the point. It's a great position to defend, but then when you have to leave it because the point of contention changes, you can get mowed down from almost every direction.
All right, listen up,
and
guys. Listen
the
up.
only
Rally
flag
here, rally
that was really
voice.
CSA favored was the
I
one
know
back
that
there.
Some of you are pissed at the arty. I need some of you, maybe like 5 to 10 people only, to go take care of it. It's over there to our east. Just clear it out.
That's going to be a more of a ticket dump for the Union. Yeah, this is turning into an example of how not to play War of Rights. It was not this bad last time. We can unmute the officers. Is that a CSA group with no? Oops. Kick. So, like, there are good enough officers on both sides. I don't know what happened here, but maybe it only just became that way. But what the Union could still do is be in that tree line and make it costly to get to that point. The other points of contention are that way. This is a long-range shootout. These guys might take a bunch of casualties. I don't know what the Union's got going on here, but yeah, anyways, the Union could have at least salvaged something from making the CSA pay a heavy, heavy toll. by coming out. But again, without your flags, there's really not that much you're gonna do. Let me see if I can find the other point of contention. There's the one that's in the woods, like fully in the woods, and I think the other two are Eastwood Skirmish. So that, yeah, and there they are. So that's Eastwood Skirmish one. That one is basically the point of contention on Eastwood Skirmish, which I guess is more like here, but it's it. And then that's like Union Spawn on Eastwood Skirmish. So those are your 6 points of contention. Yeah, you know, the Union could definitely come back from this because the CSA were all, and still are all back in there. And I wonder what Artie is going to do. If the last point, well, that's not true. If it's this point, I guess they both have something that they can do. Right? Because, yeah, you guys have easy shots, and they have pretty easy shots as well. Alright, so let's follow along with these guys for a little bit. I can't believe the Union would seriously try to retake these. It looks like the Union flags all despawned, so probably respawned. Yeah, not that anybody would ever make the mistake of listening to me, but I also wonder if they should just have like just a vote to concede a point of contention. Like I think the Union knew when they got their flags wiped here. I guess you wouldn't though because you want time for your flags to respawn. But if that hadn't happened, just let the team that lost the point of contention just vote to cap it and move on to the next point. And then this is just people memeing, throwing away tickets, but that's okay. Unless it's your team and it's close, but. All right, so where do we go? All right, so it actually ended up being, oh, it's one of the ones, there's gonna be a run. So we'll see. You know, it doesn't really matter. I don't think that's the one in the woods. I think it's one of the other two. Let's see how the Union, see if they get any revenge here, or if they're just gonna go to cap. Are they all gonna run now? That's not hardy, I don't think. So I guess they were in the tree line, and now they're all gonna pull back. All right. We'll keep our ear to the ground. Now the good news for the Union, wow, that is the furthest one away. The good news for the Union is that if they get this point and hold it, they're almost down exactly one morale stage. And so recapping this fight, that they're still in the fight, but let's see, that's a second Union group there. That is a CSA group. Two CSA groups, 3 CSA groups, 4 CSA groups. So what the heck is this group over here? This is a very out of position Union group. Yeah. That is the third one. I think that this is a CSA group right here, right? Oh no, this is the third one. Okay. So the Union,
that's all I need to hear.
The Union is gonna have a good position here. They got to be careful to not also get boxed in. The corn offers concealment, right? You go from the woods to the corn. That gives you a lot of concealment to get up to here, and then you can just run up to the fence. So you don't want to lose the corn. I hate defending on the corn fence. And then the other position, probably similar to Eastwood's, would probably be to hold somewhere up here. I think the boundary is the same though. Oh yeah, okay, that's not what it's telling us. Oh, this is neat. Did we glitch? Do we like hop the boundary somewhere? Okay, because it said we've been out of bounds for a while. So this is the boundary. This is almost identical or actually identical to the Eastwood skirmish map. So we'll see. All right, so the Union's gonna play it up on the corn. Again, it can work. But how you would counter that as the CSA, I don't know if any of those groups have buck and ball.
Help him out, help him out.
I'm Not sure what that's about. I thought that this was that lost Union group. Is it not? Yeah, it feels like the boundary's the same there.
Out of bounds soon. We're gonna hit the out of bounds
Nope,
soon, and then
that's
just start
CSA.
diving right, play with the out of bounds.
So it seems like, yeah, maybe it is the exact same as Eastwood skirmish. It's close, but
My guys.
John Brown's group is going to end up squaring off against Agrippa's group over here on the extreme. So that's the second Union group. And the third Union group is standing back in the open. Okay. So the Union is going to be very easy to swallow up if they don't do something. This group, the CSA group hitting them is large. That group is also isolated over there, and the CSA was moving as a blob. So I think Agrippa's group was kind of the vanguard of
Go.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I got wiped. I got wiped.
Yeah, you did.
I got wiped.
And so you need another example of why I think it's bad to hold on the corn. It's that one. You can't shoot at them as they come in. The element of surprise is on their side. And if the CSA has black and ball, even if it doesn't really matter. If they just hit you with numbers, there's not too much you can do. These guys need to keep moving. It's hard to hit moving targets that are spread out like that, and this group looks too small to be able to deal with the full force of them. I wonder what the back boundary is. I thought it was the same as Eastwood's. I know I can go to that tree on Eastwood's. This is a good position. I mean, it's got the roll of the hill.
Into the fence. Shoot into the fence. Shoot down the road. That's all.
And the only way the Union's going to be able to get them now is to...
Yeah, you guys form a bit of a wedge here. Form a
So
bit of a wedge here, guys.
The Union's going to try to sit at those rocks and defend the flag from the backside. It might work. It might work. This is a good fight to watch, but I think it'll probably be dictated by what happens behind it. And what happened behind it was a Union group got wiped, and you have 1, 2. That is the second Union flag down. It looks like there's 2 more CSA groups coming in, and unless these Union groups come in the backside, are these... Okay, they're standing and shooting at a group that is far away and moving further away. And somehow the Union lost. Well, actually, it's not somehow. You know how. They got gobbled up piecemeal. So. Yeah, CSA should get this point too. And as much as people complain that, you know, in Conquest, if you're losing, you lose too fast. And I'm always like, well, what's the alternative to losing fast? Would you rather lose slowly? Oh, there's the 4th CSA group. That is a perfect sandwich. Yeah. Is there really a CSA group that maybe when you're officer and admin? I think that's probably what. Yeah, I'm misreading that like an idiot. But I mean, there are high and low levels. There are known names here and then unknown names to me here that are leading, but it's mostly like good enough officers on both sides. But CSA is just absolutely walloping. But that idea about Conquest and people complaining that, well, you know, you lose too quickly, and you know, the alternative is that it drags out. But look at a match like this, where we are back up to 273. We lost almost 100 people after Pride Ford. So the server has reconstituted itself in part, but this is also one where it seems like it's pretty one-sided, and you'd probably just want this to be over. I mean, the Union could not have been in a better position. than they were on this. I mean, after completely bungling the first point, this was like the dream point. I would not have set up the way they did because they were liable to get gobbled up. And you know, people malign the blob. It's a game that rewards staying together. So the CSA stayed together, the Union dispersed. In a fight between concentration and dispersion, you want to be concentration.
Load again. If you really want to be tricky, that's how you do it. But you should always be scanning to load. There's really no reason to ever be crouching to load. Independent fire, keep cutting them down. Keep cutting them down.
Do they know about that group? I don't think that group's big enough to matter. Doesn't look big enough. Plus, they got one flag in against the 2 flags that are here. So, as long as they...
Everyone pull back, everyone pull back, everyone pull back, pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Withdraw. Pass the order down.
No.
Yep, that's why we're withdrawing. Back up to here, guys. Back up to here. Back it up all the way. Reform the line here.
On this line right here. Form up the other guy. In the road.
Alright, I've been focusing on this because I figure whoever holds here is probably going to win the point. And if it's the CSA, I think this round is over. There is a bit of a fight down there. You got 2 Union, maybe 3, no, 2 Union flags and the CSA flag further in the distance. But being back here, you're pretty much saved by the open ground and the map boundary. You got a map boundary not far over there, one over there, and one back there. The roll of this hill, I think, saves you from a fair amount.
Shoot way out to the southeast, you guys on the left. That is enemy way out there southeast. Below that. That's actually friendly. I'm an idiot. That is.
Let's move on, or move up here and see if this is faring any better. That is now 3 Union flags against an ever-shrinking number of Union rank and file to defend it. Yeah, I think that's all you can do. Union's going to be halfway through breaking. Wow, they're going to be into breaking. And if they keep taking casualties like this, they're going to be dangerously close to last stand in about 4 minutes. You got a sizable CSA group. I mean, they're just... CSA over there just cleaning up the remnants of several groups. Now that's further than I... That is further than you can go on Eastwood Skirmish. Yeah, you can't go out here. So that is different. Maybe it's a little bit more generous.
72nd B, we're doing the same thing.
Alright, and the CSA will, again, concentrate. I hate being on those rocks. I just hate it because you can be surrounded on a number of sides. But luckily for the CSA, none of them are going there, so you don't have to worry about it. Looks like the fight we're going to get might be over here. You actually have a Union flag up. I don't know if the Union will come back over there. Oh, I see the flags. There they are. The 2 Union flags are in the corn.
Left, right into line.
But I was thinking the only thing that might save the Union, I don't even think it will, is that they might be able to box the CSA in this open ground. So even if you lose the point, you could probably have 3.5 companies try to keep the CSA boxed in and then just take a half company with a flag and go get the other point. But I dream. come into point here. That's at least 3 enemy flags nearby. So they're 1. They ain't gonna get it. I don't know, a minute 30 maybe? But I don't think the CSA is gonna let them get it. And keep it. And that's more CSA. Union's too far away. Yeah, it's neutralized, but... Well, I guess...
We'll punish them for it. We'll punish them for it. Good stab. Good job. You got the flag.
Yeah, I think as long as their flag bearers know to start putting that flag up,
I hate cocoa butter!
they got to do it pretty soon.
Reform the line. Face the set west. Reform the line.
Alright, get the flag up. Get a flag up there.
That Union group needs to move a lot. They need to take the direct route here to try to delay this. Best case scenario is that just the point would have gone neutral at 0. But they had to take the faster route, and they took... I don't know why they're in a defensive position, but... Long-range shooting ain't gonna get it done as long as these guys play the meat shield role well. Yeah. Yeah, now the CSA can defend from behind the point. And the Union, I don't think, has enough time to get to the flag. Never mind get it down before time expires. And they're going to push it to defend. We'll see. I think in the planks, Fallout looks pretty cool. One of the coolest things I've ever seen in War of Rights that was on Otto and Sheriff, where they had one of those white picket fences and
Same formation, same formation.
cannon round went through it, and it just splintered. It looked like it splintered, but it just blew the planks away. It looked super cool from the third-person view. So,
into the face at point blank range.
Keep firing, boys. Stay
You
up.
gotta keep spawning here and keep wiping them out.
Stay up on the line and go through. Get
yeah,
through.
so
Get on the
Union's going to be breaking, and then they're probably going to lose on the morale stage to go last stand. So, wow, this map was longer than I thought. I thought this map had been going on for like 15 minutes, and I see it's almost twice that long. Time flies for me. I don't know how it feels on your end. For me, it flies.
Load bucket ball. Press 5. Load bucket ball. They're pushing forward. They're pushing forward.
Don't melee our own peeps, bro.
32nd A Company. Press up. Get this flag up, boys. Get it up.
Oh, the Union's coming in on the backside.
Company. Press up.
Can they get it down? There was no CSA that could see their backside there. Now the Union's got to come up. They got to feel that, but I don't know how. You can't see through the wall because this group is never going to be here long. I'm not sure what that group.
Okay. Back to the road then. Back to the road. Back to the road. Back to the road. Back to the road.
And now those. Is that 2 or 3 Union groups? It's 3 Union officers and 2 flags.
Too many. No. Pull it back. Pull it back. Too many. Pull it back. I don't think that's the call. Pull it back. Pull it back.
You could absolutely wipe these guys. You would wipe these guys. You got all 4 flags here. And I'm guessing that would be the end of the Union offensive at that point. Recovery is successful. Well, success is relative.
Let me know what's going on. Yes, spread it out right. Just shoot blindly through the fence. Shoot blindly through the fence. Shoot that fence out. Shoot that fence out, guys. All right, then.
Whatever threat that group posed, it seems to have thrown its menace away. Now it's just the 2 flags that are back here. 3 flags, 3 flags.
Split left, everyone split left, everyone split left, split left, split left, 17 split left, split left, split left, split left, sprint left, sprint left. Help me relay the order, you NCOs. What is going on? Jesus, guys.
Well, that must have been that point ending. Yeah, we got a new one. But it's last stand, so the Union are going to go into last stand. Terrible state.
Good job. Let's go get the other point. Let's start moving out.
Oh.
All you points that are
Wow.
here with me.
That's right. That group is way back there. I think that group is done. And now the CSA is pushing together. Let's see if we can get an eye on that last point. I don't know if that's the one behind the barn. Yeah, it's got to be, because the one in the woods, I think, is more over here. Right? Yeah, there it is. So that's the woods one. This one must be on the other side of the map. Yep. Oh my goodness. These guys got their digital cardio in. I kind of hope for both sides that it just ends before they actually have to get That dude is just going to town on that thing.
Do anything that I am not willing to do myself.
I feel like we just missed some inspirational words there, but oh well. I guess it's just gonna be a cabin party.
Protecting the general.
It's a touch dark in here.
Please no.
house we sleep here.
Wow, I wonder if Artie is even trying Artie things. They've just been bombing one another after the opening salvo. Some guys are committed to the cause. Almost enough for each gun. And over here, we're having a little dance party. Yeah. Alright. Or they were doing leg day. I guess they heard everybody else was getting their digital cardio in, and they had to get theirs in too. This is weird. That's right. This is like the Union spawn on, I think it's Cook's Countercharge? Not Counterattack. Other maps are Counterattack. Cook's Countercharge, Dunker Church, all that good stuff. That's right, because of the graveyard, we shouldn't forget. The Artie guys aren't even going to give us a good show. Maybe I'll pause you all until it ends and just bring you back for the final stats. Alright, psych. So it looks like some of the Artie guys are actually getting to shoot, though it kind of looked a little friendly there, but maybe not. And takeaway of all of this is Conquest is the best mode, but never gets played. I don't know what that is to do, but feels like it should be said. I'm trying to remember if that building is also burning in Cook's. Probably isn't, I just never noticed it. Well, we got a little bit of counterbat, or maybe they were just trying to shoot anybody. Friendlies, enemies, doesn't matter. But alright, these guys look like they're loading guns. No one, I guess, is gonna aim them. All right, and one of the most painful rounds of Ward Rights I've had to cast here in a while is now over, and hopefully we can move on to better things. But let's get the final casualty stats and then hop on out of here.